Hey, less lethal people. So I just woke up from a nap and I had a dream, and I think my dream came true. I think I wound up in DK's workshop over here. This is the best dream I think I ever had. I gotta pinch myself and see if I can feel it. I think I am in DK's workshop. This is amazing. DK, thank you for having me over here. This is like the most awesome thing.
Absolutely. Glad to have you, buddy.
Oh man, this is wild. So I was down in Charleston, South Carolina, and we reached out to each other before I came down here, and we decided I was going to stop by on the way up, and this has been the greatest treat ever. Had a nice meal with DK's family. They're super hospitable, and let me tell you, he has such a nice, clean, organized place. Awesome less lethal launches. It is just fantastic over here.
Well, thank you.
DK, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I guess, let's see here. What do you want to pull off the wall first?
Well, I'll tell you something. The one thing I'd like to pull off the wall is the TCR.
Oh, okay.
That's something
okay.
I've never shot one, and I'd be interested. Can I take this
Actually,
one down?
if you want to grab that one up there.
This one right here?
Yeah, that one's got optics and everything on it.
Just make sure I got it. Oh, wow. This is nice looking.
Yeah, that's...
This is really, really cool.
See. Yeah, that's teacher's pet right there.
Yeah, this is really nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
those are fun. So,
and what do we have? We have Canada Riot balls in here?
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking now, so these do just like, most anything else. Whenever you drop the mag, you're probably going to have like two balls that hang out. So go ahead and check that mag and see. That one has, I believe that one's got an ambidextrous on it. So see if we might have pepper in there. And actually the safe.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's the safety. Yep,
Yeah.
Okay, I got two that came down. Now, this is my first time ever even holding a TCR. It's something I always wanted. I think it's really cool.
Oh, they're awesome. They're one of my favorites. They're one of the most reliable and versatile less lethal options in my opinion. Because you can get like 50 joules out of one, or you can and you can cut it down, and they sling pepper like madmen. They're awesome for pepper.
Now, would these work with Grimberg Kinetics as well?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. And now same thing. You just pop these in here.
And that is actually the one I shot the bear with.
No kidding.
Yeah,
you got them with the pepper ball.
Yeah, that's the one I did.
I just load it right in, huh?
Yep. Yeah, and you can actually just flip it upside down. Okay. And then it'll fall into place.
Okay.
And those are supposed to be, there you go. Oh. Those are supposed to be 7-round mags. Some of them will hold 7 without the top one kind of popping out. Some of them don't.
Really, really neat.
So this pierces. I'll show you. Let's see. Flip it over.
That's with a CO2.
There's a CO2, nice. And it's going to pierce with the trigger.
Now, I have to tell you, I've never been a big fan of the Byrna. I've always had issues with my Byrnas. I know that this was originally Tippmann's, makes these.
Yeah.
I could feel a much different quality in this as I could in like the regular Byrna launcher, the pistol launcher. Yep. The quality on this really feels fantastic.
And they kind of, it kind of sucks because where Byrna bought out, the patent or whatever, now it's really hard to get all the parts. When I first started messing with them, you could buy the parts like crazy. Well, the good thing about that is if you see, let's see, where is that little guy at? If you see this guy right here, so that's a Tip-X, right? That's got the CMP18 body kit on it.
Wow.
So that one has a valve from a TCR. So that's a stout. That's a stout little Tip-X right there.
It is.
But now you cannot buy the valves. You can't get like the black furniture to get rid of the orange. You can't get that. And that's kind of an inconvenience, but then the worst part is like there's parts that break that you need, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can't get them. So you have to actually send them back to Byrna and have them worked on. Well, then they find every excuse they possibly can not to fix it.
Gotcha.
And there you go.
And is this a stock trigger on here?
That's a stock trigger. What's been done to that one is all the furniture has been switched out to black. Okay. Obviously, it's got a Sig Romeo 5, which is my favorite optic for less lethal because it's motion activated, or at least one of my top 3. I've probably got more of those on stuff than anything. TLR1HL with the pressure kit, so it's got a pressure switch on the other side or on the handle.
Nice.
It's got ambidextrous safety on it, and you know, Cerakoted that part to kind of make it all match. But that one is just naturally as strong as it is, and it's turned up. It's usually over 50, quite a bit over 50 typically. I think that's the strongest one. So, but
this is a perfect little keeping your truck or your car and good to go.
So let's prep her up and we'll take her out and shoot her.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right. So, since I've never worked with one of these, to get the maximum power for somebody that's a novice getting into this, what would they have to do to get the best power out of this?
Okay, so the older versions, we were actually taking them apart, and there's a couple of brass tubes in here.
Okay.
All right, so the longest tube, we would take an 1/8 of an inch bit, a really long 1/8 inch bit, and drill that out. All right. Well, they changed. I think it's the bolt that actually changed, because the valves seem to be all the same, but there's two different bolts that you would see. So the newer bolt, pretty much you stick your Allen key back there, turn it all the way up, and you're good to go.
Wow.
Most of them, with the newer bolts, most of them out of the box are going to be over 50, 52 or something, and I've actually had one 60 or above before. Maybe this one, I can't remember, but this one's typically pretty stout.
I'll tell you, even 40 would be fine, 35, 40.
Oh, yeah, and honestly, and I know when we just checked it, this one is turned all the way up, but honestly, I run one of these a lot of times cut back quite a bit. Because chemicals, you don't need them to be that strong, and then you get way more shots. Now, with one turned up like this, you're only going to get, you're only going to get about 4 or 5 really usable shots. You're going to get all the shots. One of the really important things that I need to tell you about this, if you've never shot one of these, the trigger has to be pulled crisply. You can hold the trigger like half open a little bit and actually leak all your air out.
Okay.
So yeah, so if you go and squeeze the trigger, you're going to lose air.
Okay.
It'll actually.
Now, do you have to change any O-rings on this to do?
So no. These even no matter what. Basically, now I've blew a couple O-rings from having them turned all the way up.
Right.
Luckily, you can get the O-ring at Harbor Freight.
Nice.
So it's not a problem at all.
The thing too, since you get like let's say 3 to 4 full power shots, possibly putting some Duke pepper balls in here at the end.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing, kind of the opposite of that too, if you're shooting like the Grimberg Kinetics that require a little more power, you want to, have those at the top and maybe switch off to like some pepper balls at the bottom.
Gotcha. Awesome.
But so crisp trigger pull. Now, unlike a Byrna HD, LE, or SD, how this one's going to work, you're going to take the safety off, right? And you're going to pull the trigger all the way and then let it go, and that's going to pierce your CO2.
And it won't fire it.
No, it won't fire it. Unlike the Byrna that shoots it out as you pierce it and you get a really weak first shot, these don't do that. So, and this one's been hanging on the wall a good while, and I'm really, really hoping that we don't have any lubrication issues with it cranked up this high or whatever. It wouldn't surprise me if we maybe pop a O-ring on it just because it's sit there and whatever. But we'll see. We'll see.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
All right. What do you think of the optic?
Wow, this is crazy. I've never used optics. I've always been like a regular iron sight guy. And I think this has to be my next purchase.
That is actually one of the op mods from Optics Planet, so it's got like a special reticle on it.
I'm always getting emails from them too.
Yeah, it's like my favorite place.
I have the safety is off.
All right, so just pull the trigger all the way back. Don't slow pull it all the way back. There you go. All right, and then...
And ready?
Yep.
I think I missed it.
I think it moved. You grazed it.
I see what you mean about the air. I just heard that.
Yep.
All right. Am I hitting high?
Very high. There you go.
There I go.
And see, that was like, 4 shots in, and it still penetrated it good.
I got to get used to using the dot. I only use the red stuff.
So you can imagine if you hit it with the first one.
Find where it went.
Oh, there's like a coquina graveyard. Now these are coquinuts. Actually, they're a little different than a coconut. In Grayson County, we have coquinuts. But where did it go?
I don't know.
All right, guys, hang on. We'll find this thing. We'll get it. All right. Let's see here. Luckily, the lady saw where it went. So.
I see it. That's wild. Oh, yeah. Put a hole right in it. Look at that. Right through.
Nice.
4th shot in that did that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So what would be actually kind of interesting is let's maybe go ahead and load that baby back up and get the chrono and just see what it's doing. All right, so what you can do, we still got a couple of balls in there, but you know, so you empty it like that, get as much out of it as you can. Then you can take one of these little Allen keys. There's actually a valve, so it'll just fit right down in that little valve. And you always want to make sure you're pointing it straight down when you do that.
Okay.
Push that down.
Okay.
And you can open that.
Oh, so that's how you degas it. Very interesting. Nice.
And that is probably the absolute #1 most important thing about one of these to do. Because if you don't do that, so where this thing is sitting like this, all right, if you degas it like that or you force that door open, this is going to be stuck to your CO2 seal in there.
Gotcha.
And it's going to pop that seal out. And that is the #1 thing that make these things fail.
Okay, so always degas it.
Right. All right. And you should put a couple of drops of oil on top of that, you know, or spray some silicone back this way.
Gotcha,
but,
gotcha.
But we're not gonna. We're gonna
like the usual. Like
yeah.
No, that's cool.
So
this is such a treat.
I'm just gonna
and I'm really glad I'm asking you these things because I really like this. I like the whole size of this. This is the perfect.
And I know you know how to use one.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad I have a yellow one too. All right. So now we got a new. Taking it off. New
CO2.
I just pull it straight back to.
Yeah, pull it straight back crisply and let it go. There you go. And these are 9.9 gram hybrid riot balls.
All right. I'm shooting at the metal drum.
Yeah, why not? Might want to aim it kind of on the right side so it don't ricochet and hit your truck though. 356. Okay, let me check that real quick. So this is my little cheat note. I need to do it for the V3s, but so 356, 57.
57. And now this is a stock barrel.
Stock barrel.
Unbelievable.
Nothing done to the inside of that one other than just turning it up on the outside. 57 joules. Crazy. So let's see what the other shots are.
So we got 340.
340. So 340 is going to be 52 on the second shot.
Devastating. 314.
314. So that's going to be 45. And then this is going to be the
4th shot.
You know.
286.
So 286. Whoop, wrong side. So all the way down to 37 now. So that's about what we hit that thing with. So
37 joules right through the coconut.
Yeah.
So that's pretty wild.
Yep. Yeah. Especially from this distance. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. I would say that was right at the verge of not going through the coconut. I'd say the 4th or the 5th shot probably wouldn't have, just based on experience, but
still
from this distance.
Put a good hurting on you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
All right.
That's wild. Well, I can't believe it's excellent quality.
Yeah. They are. I mean, and I don't. You know my beef with Byrna. I don't give Byrna. I give Tippmann credit for this. Byrna did nothing but buy it out. You know.
Yep.
But I love them. They're one of my all-time favorites. And honestly, so I've got the. Come here a minute. Let me show you.
Should I bring that in, or should we?
It doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you something behind the door here. So I have these things all over the place.
Yeah.
And that the buttstock will hang on that. So like bedroom and everything, and that's typically what I keep in the bedroom with chemical rounds,
That's
like
fantastic.
for bear or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
That is fantastic.
the bear hunter.
But yeah, I really like this. This was great.
All right. Well, you want to shoot something with a little more power?
I'd love to.
Let's go find something.
All right.
All right. So we're back in here. Now, one of the things that I get asked quite a bit, because I have a lot of stuff hanging on the walls, how does this stuff hold, does it hold air? Can you leave it charged? Whatever. So, the last time I shot one of these, I pretty much don't shoot these unless I'm on video. So it's been months, it's been a good while. So that's the Sidewinder. That's the Rattler.
Rattler Sidewinder.
Yep.
And that's an Egg gun, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Which one do you recommend to shoot?
Well,
It's my first time. It's my first time shooting a high pressure. I'm not a Red Ryder BB gun.
we can always step it up. You need to shoot all of them though.
Oh boy!
But so grab the Sidewinder.
That's this one.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Turn it over here and hold it up. All right. And there's how much gas it's holding. Exactly where I put it.
Right.
It's exactly where you fit. It might be down one. I don't know. It's probably
One
where I
little
filled
bar
it,
or
but
whatever
yeah.
that is.
So that's how you fill these. You fill them to the edge of the green.
Okay.
You stop shooting when you get to that edge of the green.
Okay.
So this one is full auto.
Oh wow.
So safe, semi, full. This one has removable mags. And the other one obviously doesn't. Wow. And you know what? We got a drawer here full of bipods. So let's grab one of these. We got a stand out there too, but we'll put one of the two on it and see what's up.
All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, so thing with this one. So here's where you fill it. This didn't come on it. That's a Ninja, whatever.
That's cool.
So that again is your pressure of your tank, how full your tank is. Then this is your regulator pressure. All right. So that's where we're sitting on that. Okay. So this is your quick adjustment. All right. So this you can turn up or down at any time.
And that regulates power?
Right.
Nice.
This one here, you can turn up, which is counterclockwise. But if you're going to turn it down, you have to completely remove the tank, get all the pressure out, whatever. And that one is, I believe, what affects this pressure, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute. But honestly, they come set up so perfect. I tweaked around a little on them and everything. My Rattler's pushing more power than it's really supposed to. Wow. And it just kind of came out of the box really nice. And I kind of dialed it in just a little bit. This one is about pretty much what it says.
So now I noticed there's two safeties on it, correct?
Right, exactly.
Nice.
That was actually my what I was starting to say, and I forgot and got on a tangent there. But
and this is how you remove the magazine, I would reckon.
Yeah, it's a little. You can get really fast with that, but it's like a little bolt action thing. But the mag, there's a little trick to it, basically. It
almost reminds me of a bullpup because the magazine's back there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
I guess technically it would be.
So I'm gonna put it on semi.
Yeah, whichever one you want to shoot.
Right there, and then I'm gonna put this one on fire.
Okay,
and I'm going.
Got your scope caps.
Caps up, and this one is all right. Oh yeah. Oh, got it.
There you go.
Got one off.
Hey, two of them.
It's spinning.
There you go.
Wow, pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You got plenty more shots.
I'll do.
I think that one's 15. Or, I can't remember, 12. I don't know.
Wow. This is serious. Wow. Whew. That is some good stuff. That is some good stuff. I love the fact they have a double safety on this stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
Because this is no joke. This is lethal.
Yeah.
This is wild. This is, I mean, there's zero kick. It's just, it's unbelievable. It really is.
Absolutely.
Let me just silence this for a minute. If that's,
all
sorry about that.
We'll actually go grab us something else anyway if you want to.
Yep, let's bring this bad boy in.
All right. So you want to try the Alesi next?
Oh man, yeah, it's one of the. I look all the time online. I really like the Ed Gun Alesi, and I know they make them in different. I think 9mm, all different ones.
Yeah, you can get. They make a 177, a 22. That one obviously is the 30.
30.
So this one has the Behemoth. Now this is a fast. There you go. So it's a fast release.
Fast.
Definitely have to make sure to get it on there pretty good.
Is this an aftermarket grip?
Yeah, aftermarket grip. It's got the digital gauge.
Oh
so
my God.
Let me show them.
So you put that on yourself?
Yeah, put that on. It's got the. So this is telling your reg pressure. And then this is your tank pressure. So let's see, is that one full? Now that one is not full. That one's down a little bit. So we'll pump that one up. Okay. And then right here, so this right here you turn.
And you can remove the tank?
Well, you can remove the tank, but this is to turn it the wrong way.
Which way?
Never mind. I got the thing in it. Okay. I see why it won't turn. So I got a nipple in it. Okay. I don't think you're really supposed to do it that way, but what that does is if that's out, you can turn it and it'll, close so nothing gets in the way. But
gotcha.
Apparently I've decided just to do that.
Leave the nipple in.
Yeah. All right. So we'll hook it up. We won't put everybody through this. Now this is almost identical scope as the one you were just shooting. It's going to have a little different reticle. This is a little lower mag. But same brand and everything. These are really good. The 80Es for the money. They're a pretty cheap optic, but they hold up well. 80E. Okay. So this one, it came with the standard integrated, like the Leshy that you've probably seen a lot. It came with that, and then I swapped out the barrel, put the lug on it for that, and then the handguard, which came as a kit.
Wild.
So and that one,
now is that your safety? Nice.
Yep.
Now we're unsafe.
Yep. I don't know why it wouldn't, but
that's all right.
All right, we'll pump it up and Okay, so we already covered that part. Always make sure that's tight.
Okay.
They where it's just that lug design. So this right here is your release.
Oh wow! Look at that. Hang on.
One good thing about the Leshy is it can't shoot if it's like that.
Okay.
So that's great. Then on the other hand, it can't shoot when it's like that.
Okay.
So, but for safety's sake, it's awesome. I do wish you could shoot it from a closed position, but whatever.
Oh, but that's cool.
So your mag is right here.
Oh, so you close it to take the mag out. That's pretty wild.
It's got a little magnetic thing here, nice. And we've got one on top here that's already loaded. So these are the Hades pellets.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with. I've heard of them before.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. That's mostly what I shoot in it.
Okay.
Very, very important with Alesi. There's a couple of reasons that Alesi won't cycle. Okay, they are more finicky than the Western stuff. Okay. They're great if you've got them dialed in, right?
Okay.
So the things you've got to look at when they ship them, or if you do much with one, this barrel actually is held in by these 4 screws here.
Gotcha.
Right? And it's just tension, So if the barrel pushes back a little bit, like if you jab the end of it or something, then it will cause it to catch on this and not cycle well. Okay. So, and there's videos. I won't go into all that or whatever. Right. But that's number one. The number one reason. The number 2 reason is not lubricated properly. The number 3 reason.
How often do you lubricate these?
I usually put a drop on it like every 3 or 4 mags or so. So another reason would be this puck. That's called a puck.
Okay.
And if that gets pushed out or whatever, so you need to make sure that's sitting flat.
Okay.
If that's sitting flat and it's lubed and your barrel's in the right place, then the last thing that people don't think about and don't do that'll get you is, because it looks like it wouldn't matter, but you take that puppy
and make sure they're in there flat.
If you do that to it, if you don't do that to it, if you load it and don't do that to it, it will not cycle most of the time.
Understood.
So anyway.
Neat.
All right. I'll trade you.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So should be sighted in. Hadn't shot it for a good little bit, but and I'm sure you know how to use this. You got a wheel there and whatever. You'll see on those steel targets up there that there's some little black targets on the targets. So And you kind of want a crisp trigger pull on this as well. Not as bad as the TCR.
Still looking for him now. Yeah, here we go. Crank that bad boy back up. There. So let's see if I got this. All right, no, my safety on fire. All right, so. I got it. That's it. Oh, missed. Missed that time. That is insane.
And that's just one of them. You can stack them.
The trigger is amazing
Yeah.
on this too.
Yeah, they're a shooter's piece for sure.
This is amazing.
And the thing of it is, the barrel is like from here to there to there. That's as long as the barrel is. It's a really short barrel.
That is crazy. I want to take one more shot if that's all right.
Yeah, take as many as you want.
Wow. I can't believe it. The trigger's crazy. Wow. That is wild.
You got more explosives up there, actually.
Where do we got them?
There's one to the...
I see. I gotta find that one now. Hang on a minute. Where is it? Lower this a little. Ah, missed it. Oh. There is one on there, right?
Yep. Yeah, you're just a little low.
I think I'm out.
Yeah, that might have been empty. We'll reload.
So now these you always tap them down.
Yeah, tap it down. Maybe a little harder than that even. So that's a Sidewinder.
Wow, look at the difference in size of the magazine. That holds a lot more.
I got to say the quality too. I mean,
yeah, forget it.
CNC. Right.
Crazy. Now this goes.
I have actually broke one of those before. So.
This goes right in here.
Yeah, and there's a little kind of trick to it.
Yeah,
You
sure.
see that little thing right there?
Yeah.
If you kind of roll it like
Look
that,
at that,
and it kind of gets it where it needs to be.
Wow. Now this.
Yep, just close it.
And it's engaged.
Yeah, just make sure it's looks like it's locked. Yep.
Okay, I'm on fire. I gotta remember where that target
There's another one. I'm gonna zoom in on it actually a little bit there.
Shoot.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm stuck in there. All right, I'm out. Good. All right. I'm a little low. Ah.
It might be where it's the second mag. It might be shooting a little low.
Yeah, definitely have to stick it in here. Well, it wouldn't be a good sniper, that's for sure. Oh, okay, it wasn't the mag. Where do we put the other one? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's see the kind of crooked tree up there to the left.
To the left, yeah.
Yeah, you probably just barely can see it beside it.
I'm looking at the crooked tree.
Yeah, you're not near to the left enough yet. Go like 4 trees over.
Oh, I see it back there. Oh, it would be amazing if I could hit that one. I'm a little high on that. Ah, think I'm out.
Yeah, you probably are.
Yeah,
Yep.
out. And I really like this. The quality of it is amazing.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, the Rattler's super duper quality, but you know the performance and everything's extreme. It's like this thing, you know, it's Russian. I mean, not German, but still
Do the job.
You know, but it's like it's almost as I don't know. It's just kind of a work of art. I mean, really, because it's so different than everything else, and you know, it's just made great. So, like I say, a little more finicky than a Western product, but it's got a personality to it that's just, you know, it's just different.
That is cool.
And then being able to, you know, fold it and put it in a backpack, making it, you know, small as you want.
That's what's amazing.
Because, you know, I mean, you take this out, take that out,
that's
and then fold it in half.
Jeez. That's this, right?
Yeah.
God.
So I mean, it's nothing.
That is nothing. My God, that's wild.
And you know, you can kind of get fancy and flip it open as you're pulling it out and stuff too once you work with it. So,
yeah,
but it's a neat design.
I think it's fantastic.
Like I say, not as bulletproof design as the Rattler as far as, you know, but when the stars are aligned, it's very, it works great.
I'm so grateful to you for allowing me to try these. This is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is really cool.
All right, let's find something else to play with.
Sounds good.
So have you ever seen one of those?
No, I have not.
All right, that's a Beretta 400E. So that is an all-electric. It's the first ever electric, fully automatic BB gun.
Cool.
So it works kind of like an airsoft or whatever. Now you're talking about the Tractor Supply full auto things or whatever. That would be those.
Okay.
So now that is they use 2 CO2s in the magazine. That one's got a little more effect to it because it's got CO2 or whatever. This one's like it's got kind of got a sound to
like
it. It doesn't sound like doesn't sound at all like a Well, of course that one don't either, but definitely closer than that one. But then that Beretta, that's full auto.
That's cool. How's the quality? Can I see that? Yeah,
absolutely.
I used to have
now that one's
real
the
92. This is nice.
Yeah, now that one's not full auto. That is
the quality is amazing.
Yeah. Those are real. Okay, so Rune Rebel, right?
Yes.
You know Rune Rebel. Yes. Everybody knows Rune Rebel.
Yeah.
How I kind of first got introduced to his channel was watching his video about these, and he's like, "This is the quintessential." Pellet pistol that you gotta have, like
this is wild.
And that thing is so accurate. Like, I mean, it is. So, push. Let's see. Let's put the safety on, and then push that down.
The slider.
Yeah. And see, there's
there's
the magazine. So
the
quality's amazing. Oh, it is. It's those are like, if I could only have one pellet pistol, that'd be the one.
And now to put it back in,
just close it. Yep. Just make sure it's in the groove.
That's it. Wow.
Now, no blowback on that one. You get, several mags worth out of CO2. It's not that strong, but it's extremely accurate and extremely well made. Now, one thing I learned from Rune that's very important if you ever get one of these, some of the parts inside are like held in by grease, so you do not want to, wet oil them. Yeah. You don't want to like coat them with, wet silicone or anything and wash that grease out. So
that is wild.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, that is sweet.
You want to shoot it?
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
Bring her out. Or does this come down?
No. I'll show you.
Okay.
Honestly, it's been a minute, so I gotta kind of look at it and think. This pierces.
Interesting. So, that's like a quick pierce.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
You push that, and that comes out. Oh. So then.
This is good quality.
Oh, yeah. So you got this little wheel here.
Yeah. Are we rolling? I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't.
So
sweetheart. Sure.
Snug that little puppy up right there. Once you snug that
up. We're recording.
Well, I didn't snug it. I was going the wrong way. Okay, once you get her snugged up.
And that pierces it.
Should have. Hope so. Yeah, it's pierced. You can tell.
Yep, the pressure.
Yeah. At least I'm pretty sure it feels that way. So. Oh, you can hit that the big size steel.
All the way straight on the tray.
Yeah, you got your safety on.
This is nice.
Shoot the barrel. There you go.
Hear it hitting.
There you go. There you go.
I think I'm out.
Yep.
Safety on. That's how you. Wow, that's really nice.
And I'm sure I got extra somewhere, but I don't know where.
This is a nice little metal thing.
Let me grab some pellets.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Of course, it's not going to recock it like a.
Right. Oh, it's wild. Let's shoot. Oh, I won't shoot over there. Where? Wow. I think that's it.
Yep. So you've not shot one of the full auto ones though?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, yeah. You got to try that.
Like a plan. I just am amazed at the quality for a pellet pistol. This is like the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah,
honestly.
I love them. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Right on this one. Right
Yeah, just I can tell you. Well, I'll get it back down. Yeah, cleared out. I don't like to leave
Now,
anything like pressured or whatever.
I hear you. Now, do you use any of the 43 caliber ones, like for chemicals?
Yeah, I got two. Well, and actually, that one's a 43 cal, and then that one's a BB gun. That's made. Charles actually, Merciless Lethal actually gave me the BB gun version of it.
Now, what's your take on 43 with the right pepper balls in here? It's tough,
Mixed
I know.
emotions.
Me too.
Mixed emotions.
I'm the same way. Like,
I got
better than a
another
sharp
one.
stick, maybe. But
I've got a Glock somewhere. I just realized that I thought I had like everything out.
the nice thing about them is there's versatility
Oh,
to
there it
carry stuff with it. You know. Oh, the Glock is a 43 as well?
Yeah, that one is.
I know the power-wise, there's nothing to it, but if somebody was making a really good OC or CS chemical round, it might actually work.
The good thing about that is, and granted, you're never supposed to pull one out unless you're shooting, you know all this, but other than the guide rod, that thing's pretty much 1-to-1. Like, if somebody's pointing it at me and I saw the guide rod, which who's going to be looking that close if somebody's pointing it at you?
Yeah, you'd be crying.
But that's the one thing that looks different. Everything else on it is, other than the writing, but they're not going to see that part if you. But, holes the right size, close enough, whatever.
Pretty wild.
But, yeah, I mean, they're weak. These guys doing these videos where they're shooting each other with those and then writhing around on the ground like it's killed them and stuff. They need to meet Ballistic Joel. Like, they're kidding. They're joking. But so grab that other Beretta there. Now, it's definitely not the same quality. Very heavy. And I've always, I'm not a fan of a rail on a Beretta.
Yep.
I just think it looks weird on a Beretta. It's an afterthought on a 92.
Yep.
But, back in my day, that was one of my top three things I like to shoot at the range. So
Yeah.
But, so we'll take it out and see what you think of
fully
that.
auto, huh?
Fully auto.
Right.
I've got it on.
Oh, there we go.
So this actually has a magazine.
That's really cool.
Right. So, and then this one, I forgot about that.
You need an Allen key to
All right. So
crank that bad boy down. Interesting. Well, that's it.
So
Wow.
this one, I thought it decocked, but I guess it don't. So anyway, this right here is your selector. So 1 dot or 3 dots.
Yep.
And this is one of those that, screw accuracy. It's just fun.
Can I go for one of these?
Yeah, let's
ready?
Yep. Oh, you got safety on.
Crazy. That was insane.
And that one definitely burns some more CO2 than the other one too.
So,
but I love that one. And that one, you know, I've done a few videos with ballistic gel and those, you know, doing slow motion into it and stuff. I kind of think I would probably rather carry that than one of the 43 calibers, because I'm sorry, if you unload that in somebody's face, if they keep coming, they deserve to get your money.
I'll tell you the other thing too, man.
It's a club.
Lights out.
So I'm a fan of those. I really do. So.
Oh my God, that was great.
So
that's really cool. Really nice. I mean, this is really good quality too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Great.
So
awesome.
Yeah. You ready for the
the
main course? All right. So I don't know if I showed the ones that's sitting there, but so now the one thing that you haven't done or touched or whatever, and I mean, you know, you in DK's house, you gotta, and we won't shoot them this time because I know you're pressed for time and everything, and you've got to shoot that, but grab that guy right
This
there.
guy here?
Yeah.
All right.
So have you ever had your hands on a VKS
No,
before?
and it's something I have been wanting to do. So this is a VKS.
That's a VKS.
Okay.
Now that's a long version. That's got a 685 smoothbore power barrel. We've got the Olight Odin, nice hollow.
You did a great job on this.
I'm pleased with it. I appreciate that. You know, believe it or not, it's easier to do them that way than it is to do a smooth. Really? You know, yeah, it's more forgiving. Cool. So, but this one is brimstone.
Yeah,
because I mean it looks like brimstone. Yeah. But yeah. That's my baby. But honestly, I carry that one the most. Okay. That's the one that's the Silver Tongue Devil. That's the one that's typically in my vehicle the most.
Gotcha.
But this one, you know.
This one I like.
Yeah, and that one's, you know, this one's obviously more powerful. This one's got 10, 12 joules on that one just because of the barrel length and stuff.
Are these harder to modify than the M17?
Nah, probably easier, but you're not going to get the yield out of it. I mean, you can if you're one of these people that's trying to sell them and just like wanting to show one shot on, you know, on an edited video and whatever. But in reality, if you're building one of these to actually use, I keep them long barrel in the, you know, low to mid 60s.
That's perfect.
That one's between 49 and 51, depending on which tank's on it. Okay. I could definitely get more out of it, but I don't run a high output tank on a VKS because it's impossible to keep the pins in them if you do. Okay. And anybody that says otherwise they're just talking out their butt.
And with 50, you could probably maybe even get some of those Grimberg Kinetics through there.
Oh yeah, they do very well. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. This one here, this one is actually, and I don't know why I've not done many videos on it or anything, but this one is literally set up for Grimberg Kinetics.
Nice.
It's Grimberg barrel set up for Grimberg Kinetics. It's got a softer spring in it since they're chemicals. And that one's running, I think I've got it set at 40. So, and then the difference is with, you take a TCR that's hitting 57, you saw by the fourth shot, you're in the 30s, right? You take one of these that's set at 40, by the 20th shot, you're still at 40. Yeah. You know, with the big tank and, you know, whatever. That tank, that's a 9CI up there. Obviously, that one's got a stock 13. Yeah. So this is what I call a shorty. That's a super shorty. So your shorty still has your full length buttstock or whatever, and then your super shorty's also got the short tank. So,
Gotcha. Nice.
And then there's the Green Goblin, which is a hunk of junk, but I love it and I'll never get rid of it.
It's cool as hell.
Oh, dude, I have put so many rounds through that thing. And I mean, it's great, but it's the ASA's, you know, rough and stuff, whatever. I'll put another one in at some point, but all right.
Take this out and give her a shot.
You want to shoot it?
Yeah, is that all right? I want to try the VK because I really would like to get into VK.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's something I would like to do.
All right. Yeah, so these are VK Connects. The big thing when you're using the, so this has a red spring in it to keep them compressed so they don't flip.
Like that? But that's all right. I wanted to ask you a question about that. Right. Is that a winder on top?
No. Okay. That's actually, these were supposed to have CO2, or they made them where they could or whatever. I've never seen one run like that, but that's supposed to be where you can put CO2 and it run.
No kidding.
You know, and it hook in there. So
no kidding.
But
I'll throw a couple in there. One.
I hit the side of the little.
I do it all the time.
I was pushing it in there.
I do it all. How many we got in there? Maybe
I don't know. Here,
we'll take 1 or 2
let's
shots.
do that. I'm one-handed in it.
I'm
So.
one-handed too, and that's okay.
So we got 4, so we got 6 in there, so.
Just like that, right?
Yep, just push it straight in and then pull it. Pull to make sure. You always want to pull to make sure that it's in on one of these. Sure. So then you got your charging handle, and instead of like an AR where you pull it back and cock it, you're just going to pull the thing and push it forward.
So pushing the charging handle forward?
Yeah, so you got to pull the little release and then push it forward. Like I say, this one has not been shot in a while.
Oh, I see. Well, it's not going forward.
It might be a little tight. Here.
I'll
Trade
hold the
with me.
camera. I'll trade with you.
Good Lord. That's not good. That's acting like the goblin. There we go.
There you go.
Woo! Need to hold that thing.
That is wild.
Okay. Drop your back sight down if you want to. That Hollison's always on. It's got a release.
All right. And now the safety on here?
It's just like an AR.
Just like an AR. Okay. All right. I'm going for the can.
All right.
Ooh, that went right into the can.
That's
loud. Much louder than an M17.
Yeah.
Do one more. Actually, can I do one of these targets here?
Yeah.
Let's try one of them. This is a really nice sight on here.
Oh, yeah.
Did I get it?
Nope.
Keep missing it, right?
Hitting to the right.
I don't even know if I'm hitting. I can't even see it with the sun. Let me go for the bottom when I see that one better.
There you go.
Yeah, the bottom. Oh, that knocks it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the sun I didn't see the top with the bottom. Wow, that's wild. Nope, missed it.
I think you might be out.
Yeah, I think I am out.
Now, just a side note, these guys, you definitely don't want to dry fire them.
Okay.
That is one of the biggest ways. We'll check it, make
To
sure.
bust
yeah,
ring.
the biggest way to mess up the pin is to dry fire one.
Okay, so we don't want to do that.
So, and grab your charging handle and pull it back. If you can. That thing was like butter when I hung it up, but it's probably just needing some
So
lube.
you just put a drop of oil in there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or,
this
if
is wild.
it's bad, I'll have to change the ASA. But
This is really neat.
yeah, I dig them.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yes, sir. All right. So the yeah,
This is a beast.
this is the beast.
This is the Western Rattler.
357.
That's some
So,
handle too.
Still full.
357.
So it's down just a smidge, but that might be where I was at when I hung it up.
That's all right.
We actually let me top that off because so the Sidewinder you can get a couple mags worth out of it. This you shoot one mag
And that's it.
That's it. If you shoot, I mean, you might shoot a shot or two over, but there's no point because number one, the mag you can't change the mag, so you're gonna have to start putting them in manually anyway. It's best just to refill it as soon as you're out of ammo. Consider you're out of air. Fill them both up at the same time.
Wow.
So, and this one, like I say, it's tuned pretty hot. So here's where it's sitting, and yeah, this one, I believe, and the video's out there for anybody wanting to check. But I think 377 joules. I think was my best, I believe.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So now this one is only semi-automatic. Right. Same thing. You got an adjustment there. That one you can't cut down under pressure. Yeah. They work exactly the same except for fixed mag, which it's full.
Nice.
And that's just pellets. It looks like pellets are small stuff. It's not those. Yeah. And that's the thing with this one. So that mag is so long. You can put anything in it. I mean, you can put, huge slugs, whatever, pellets, slugs, hollow whatever. Points. I usually shoot, hollow point slugs in this one, pellets in the other one. So,
wow.
All right, let's go try it out.
So
that right there is from it being on a table this height and it kicking and me, you know, not completely not expecting an air gun to kick and shooting through the post there. So this one has an external battery pack, so you have to actually turn that on, and that should see if it's coming on.
I see. Okay, I can see. Now, I don't remember. Oh, I know where it is.
And this one has two, you got a back rear safety on this one too.
Well, the sun's in my eye, so I don't see too much. All right. So they have a back safety here?
Yep.
Semi, and I have a semi here. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, this one has a kick, you said?
No, not unless you overdrive it. Like if you're trying to tune it up too much and you put too much power in your regulator, then it will it doesn't shoot correctly, but it jumps like ridiculous. It's really weird.
And I hit a wall.
Oh, actually though that's I should have told you that. So the trigger on this thing, you will think it's not going to. It's like a really long, smooth trigger pull.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, like it's like so snipery. It's great.
Pretty damn cool. One more for good luck. Hit hard.
Hit that silhouette one up there.
Which one is
The bigger one. It rings that bell.
Oh, it rings that bell is right. God almighty.
Go ahead, you got like 15 shots in there.
Right. You sure I don't want to
No, you're good, buddy.
pumping that bad boy up? Oh, that hits hard. I would not want to be on the receiving end of that. You could do some serious hunting with this.
Oh yeah, serious hunting, yeah. Big game.
This would take a deer easily.
Oh, easy.
Oh, God. Wow. Oh.
It never gets old either.
It never gets old.
Never gets old. That is.
You can do that in your backyard. Well, for most people, I guess you haven't careful with your name.
What's cool too? Number one, like this is a Wraith Mini. You can record on it. I'm sure you've seen my videos where I've done that, but and it records, audio and video. Wow. It's actually really good. I love these. I've got two of them actually. They're different strengths, but I mean, it's super quiet. Pretty much free to shoot, almost free to shoot. Ammo's not that bad, but
well, that's the other thing people have to understand.
Compared to a firearm, it's free to shoot.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing people should understand. As an alternative, you could pretty much do anything you would with a firearm. But if there's ever a shortage and you can't get power, I mean, this is the way to go.
Oh yeah.
You spend the money once, you buy it. It's serviceable, fixable.
Yep.
You can, and it's good for everything.
Oh yeah. And I've got I like that optic on it to for videos and recording and stuff, but the optic like the Sidewinder had, a little more fun when you have that on there and you can shoulder it if you want to, whatever. But I switch it up all the time because you can sight it in easy. You ever seen the bull dot? That is look at the size of that.
Oh my God, yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, so by the time it gets out somewhere, it's kind of ridiculous.
Man.
That's the only laser that I really like.
You mount that to the tripod on top of the car.
Yeah.
So let's bring that bad boy in.
Yeah. We were supposed to shoot a ballistic skull, but
that's all right.
We'll probably catch that next time.
But I think, definitely, and I think it would be cool if you did the 22 North American.
I think that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, just to see what would that do.
All right. So, Yeah, and that's probably, I just brought that one out. I've had that back in the dungeon back in there, so nice. I brought it out just to fill the rest of all. I did a video the other day, the FSC TCP comparison thing or whatever, and I showed the wall, and I realized after I did it I had like 6 things off the wall. So I was like, man, screw that. So anyway, I figured this time, since I knew I was going to be filming it, I'd go ahead and try to put everything back on it that I could anyway. So anyway, this is part 1, right?
This is part 1. This was the greatest day. I got to come up here. First of all, I'm honored to come up here and meet you and see your lair. It's the Bat Cave. It's really really, it's fantastic.
He's not kidding.
Yeah, no, it really is. Man, Bruce Wayne would be jealous of all these things here. He wishes he could get them on his belt. I had so much fun. We built a great friendship, and I want to come back down, spend a couple of days with you. I'll bring the missus.
Absolutely.
You guys come up, your family, and we'll hang out. And this is great. And hopefully we can even get some other guy. We have a wonderful community.
Absolutely.
And a lot of really good, solid guys for the most part. And I think this is awesime. This is how it starts. This was a treat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sean Kempter, we told you we were doing this. Here's the surprise.
And the thing is, we didn't even get to the head, but that's something for next time. Yeah. So he's got an 8-hour drive ahead of him when he leaves here, so it has to work.
It's 5 hours to get up here, and I got another 8, and I have to be at work at 8 in the morning, and it's already almost 7 o'clock at night tonight. Woo. So that's all right. I'll go straight to work tomorrow. It was worth it. This was worth it.
Good times.
When you're 21, you're out drinking and partying all night, and you go straight to work. When you're older, you're doing less lethal.
There you go.
Thank you so much, DK. God bless you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So make sure to like and subscribe. This is East Coast Less Lethal and DK Spencer Custom Kinetics. And catch you all on the flip side.